The Apostle Paul's second missionary journey, detailed in Acts 15:36 to 18:22, took place around 49 to 52 AD. After parting ways with Barnabas, Paul travelled with Silas, revisiting churches in Asia Minor. They journeyed through modern-day Turkey, spreading the gospel, and later crossed into Europe. In Philippi, Paul and Silas were imprisoned but miraculously freed, leading to the conversion of the jailer. In Thessalonica, Berea, Athens, Paul preached in synagogues and to the Gentiles. In Corinth, he spent over a year establishing a strong Christian community. The journey ended with Paul returning to Antioch, strengthening churches and leaving a lasting impact on early Christianity. Welcome to day 2 of the devotional on loving like Jesus from Corinth Old Town. So the subtitle, Not Envious or Boastful. Near the beginning of his outline of love's characteristics in 1 Corinthians 13, Paul tells us that love does not envy or boast, verse 4. This is an interesting comment to make, but several considerations show us why the apostle can make this a statement. Jonathan Edwards once defined envy as a spirit of dissatisfaction or of opposition to the prosperity and happiness of others. Therefore, an envious heart plainly violates Scripture's instruction on love. It reveals covetousness, the ungodly dissatisfaction with our estate and lust for that which belongs to others. Exodus 20:17. Envious people are unable to rejoice with those who rejoice. Romans 12:15. Who rejoice. When we are envious of others' blessings, we cannot take joy in their abundance, and we cannot truly love them for what our Father is doing in their lives. Because our culture encourages and rewards envy, an untold love for whatever is not rightfully ours clearly violates the rule that we are not conformed to this world. Romans 12:2. Politicians, celebrities and advertisers exhort us implicitly and explicitly to be jealous of those who seem to have more in the way of status, possessions or power. Love that does not envy refuses to be jealous of others who are blessed in ways that we are not. It is content with the Lord's provision in any circumstances. Love does not boast, 1 Corinthians 13:4. It is easy to become a cause for another person's stumbling when we are prideful and ostentatious, for such behaviour can provoke others to envy. Creating stumbling blocks is not an act of love, Romans 14. Those who manifest God's godly love do not make their own achievements into idols, and they do not build up their self-esteem at the expense of service to others. Of course, having a negative self-image and manifesting godly love are not the same thing. We are made in God's image, Genesis 1:27. We must love our neighbours as we care ourselves, Matthew 19:19. Caring for ourselves or realising that we have dignity is not sinful. Actually, as God's image bearers, we may view ourselves highly if we do not view ourselves more highly than is deserved, Romans 12:3. Viewing ourselves accurately, Paul also says in Romans 12:3, requires a sober analysis of ourselves. Having a love that does not boast demands honesty about our weaknesses, respect for others and reverent awe as we live before the face of him whose image we bear. Coram Deo. Envy is an easy sin to hide because we can keep our mouths shut about what we are feeling in our hearts when we see others get blessed we have been longing for. It is therefore important to constantly considering our inward attitudes and confessing them before God and maybe even brothers or sisters in Christ whom we trust. Envy can lead to all manner of other sins, so we must ever strive to keep it in check. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love suffereth long and is kind. Love is not envious not. Love vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up. That's on the ASV. Cool. Thank you for tuning in to day 2, and I look forward to seeing you on day 3. God bless you. Goodbye.